Hey, it's Mercedes, and this is your morning walk afterthought. Weeds are still weeds, and you need to get rid of them. They might be purple weeds, but they're weeds. They may be yellow weeds, but they're weeds. They may be white. They're still weeds, and you still need to get rid of them. So, this morning, as I started my morning walk afterthought, came out of the garage and over the hill and down the driveway, and my lawn care professional stopped and we had a quick chat. And he was like, at some point I'm going to have to put something down to get rid of the weeds. And so he was pointing at some pretty, like, bright yellow flowers. And so I've seen bright yellow flowers stick up. I've seen some lavender come up. I've seen some the dandelions, the white. And I was like, those are weeds? He was like, yeah, they're weeds. They're pretty weeds, but they're weeds. And the only thing in your grass should be grass. So we got to get rid of it. And it made my mind go to our lives, right? There are things that are pretty in our lives, but we still need to get rid of them. There are things that are pleasurable in our lives, but if it's contrary to what we're moving toward and what we hope to accomplish and achieve, we still need to get rid of it. The only thing in our grass should be grass. And so while there are things that we partake of and that we participate in that do give us pleasure, that do make our lives enjoyable, if it's to the point where it's preventing us from having a full lawn of absolutely beautiful grass, then we have to do something to get rid of it. And here's what happens. Just like the grass, if we don't get rid of it. So when the lawn gets mowed, right, the tops of them will go away, but the roots are still there. And whatever it is that's causing them to spread and grow, it's still there. We got to make sure that we get rid of the weeds at the root. We've got to make sure that we don't allow them to grow and spread and bring even more or invite even more to come into the lawn. Such is the same with our lives. Sometimes we deal with what's on the surface, and then a week later it's back again. Sometimes we take care of what can be seen through the outward appearance, and 2 weeks, 3 weeks later we're having to contend with it again. And even though it's something that's been there, and even though it has the potential to grow broader and get greater and overtake us, it does not mean we give into that power. We have to make sure we do what's necessary to weed it out, to get rid of it, and to prevent it going forward. Yes, there are ways that we can enjoy our lives, and we should. And yes, there are things that we have to contend with that are negative, right? That are detrimental, that are less than beneficial, that are beyond our control. But here's what. We have the power and the ability to use the tools that we have to make sure that our grass is all grass and we can enjoy it as grass. If we want the pleasure of some beautiful yellow and some beautiful purple and some beautiful white, we put it where it belongs, right? In the flower pot. We put it where it belongs, right? In the flower bed. We put it where it belongs, right? In the vase on the table. Wherever we can enjoy the beauty of the beauty, we do that. But in its place, in its proper time, and so that it's beneficial to our greatest good. So weeds are weeds, even if they're pretty. Get rid of them. In your life, whatever those weeds are, make the intentional decision to get rid of it and let your grass be grass. All right, I'm Mercedes. This is your morning walk afterthought.